and welcome to all of you to this channel as Tech Classes. And in this channel I am going to take continuous classes from basic to high, and I will discuss each topic in detail, and I will also provide you the practical classes as and when required. So watch the class and do subscribe the channel so that you can get the notification of the upcoming classes. And I will provide you the content of this course, then we will discuss about the content of today's class. So today we will start from the basic, that is introduction to computer. These are the basic classes which is helpful for the students who are preparing for any competitive exam or who are in plus 2 plus 3 BCA etc. So I think these classes must be helpful for you, so do subscribe to the channel and keep watching. So students, this is the content of this course. In this series we will cover these topics, and that is computer fundamentals, computer organization, history of computer, types of computer, that is from basic to high, each and every topic. I will also cover MS Office, you can see it, MS Office, MS PowerPoint, and computer languages like C, C++, Java, .NET, network security and network internet, logic gate etc. And I will take each and every class in 2 or 3 parts, and do subscribe the channel so that you can get the notification of the upcoming classes. So have a look, this is the content of this course, and now we will discuss about the content of today's class. In today's class we will discuss about computer fundamentals. Computer fundamentals means computer as a system. Point 2, definition of computer, units of computer and characteristics of computer, field where computer is used. We will discuss all these things in detail, and I will discuss each bit one after another. So let's do start from the first. What is system? Collection of integrated part having a common purpose to achieve a goal is called system. The system is the collection of integrated parts where each parts are connected logically in order to perform a specific task. Then we commonly called this group as a system. So a system always consists of one or more units where each units are connected with each other in a logical manner in order to perform a particular operation or to perform a specific task. Example, transport system, educational system. In transport system there is a vehicle, there is a driver, there is a management, there is a conductor. So all these units are combinedly work together to perform or to achieve a goal, that is to make transportation from one place to another place or to make communication between one place and another place. So this is our transport system. So why computer is told as a system? Computer is considered as a system because it fulfill all the basic criteria of being a system. The computer is also consist of a number of individual parts which are combinedly work together to perform a unit or to perform a particular operation. That is, the parts which are connected to perform a specific task in a computer are: first one hardware, second one software, and third one user. These are the units which are combinedly work together to perform the specific task and fulfill the basic criteria of being a system. Hence it is called as a computer system. Next, what is the definition of a computer? So you can see this is the computer where this is the CPU and this is the monitor and this is the keyboard, this is the mouse. We will discuss each and every part in detail. Then first, what is the definition of a computer? Computer is an electronic device. Electronic device means the device which operates by using electricity. So computer is an electronic device used to accept data. Data means the raw materials, and the computer access the data from the user, process the data according to the instruction whose instruction, user's instruction, according to the user's instruction, and produce the desired result. Which result? The result which the user wants to get, that is called desired result. It also has the ability to store and manipulate the data as and when required. So computer is a electronic device which completely works upon the instruction of the user and process the data and provide the required result to the user as and when required. It also store the data in the system. Then next, the data which are given by the user to the system is called input. The data which the user gives to the system for processing is called input, and the data which the user receives from the system as a result, that is called output. Then next, units of computer. What are the units of computer? First one, input unit. Input unit means those unit or those devices by using which the user can give data to a system. These are the basically input devices like keyboard, mouse, and almost joystick, light pen, etc. The units which are particularly works to give data to a system from the user side is called input unit. Next one, processing unit. The unit which is responsible for processing of the data which are given to the system by the user is called processing unit, and the main processing unit of computer is CPU. Hence CPU is considered as the brain of the computer. CPU stands for central processing unit. Then next one, output unit. These units are work to display the output result which are generated from the processing of the inputted result given by the user, and the units consist of the output devices like monitor, speaker, etc. Next one, storage unit. The unit of the system which are responsible to store the data inside the system is called storage unit. These are may be internal, may be external. The internal storage are RAM, ROM, etc. and the external storage like memory chip, pen drive, etc. So these four units work together to perform a specific task and provide the desired and consequent result to the user. So first, the user gives the data to the system by using input unit. Then the system access the data and provide the data to the CPU for processing. The central processing unit process the data according to the instruction given by the user. And next, the processing unit transfer the output result to the output unit, and the output unit display the result again to the user. Hence the user can give the data and take the desired output result. This is all the process.